What's up YouTube? Chronos here and welcome back to the PSO2 video. So here I was, just kind of sitting around. Actually, tell the truth, I was playing Pokemon. I wasn't really actually sitting around in game. But I've got my other monitors opened and I see the Discord and I noticed there's a notification in the PSO2 section, right? So I click on it, which as I usually do when I see new things pop in the PSO2 section and I'm not working on anything that's actually like, too engaging. I try to jump over there, see what you guys are talking about, maybe join in, answer questions or anything like that. And I see something interesting pop up on the screen. It's an urgent quest. So I'm actually gonna show you guys. Yeah, no. Hey, by the way, you're in the video. Didn't know this, but I'm actually gonna show you guys where you can see this information. So we're over on the Phantasy Star Online 2 official website, so PSO2.com. If you hop over to, where is it? Under news, under news, and head over to Urgent Quest, the new Urgent Quest schedule is up. So it comes up usually a little bit before the maintenance comes up, which they try to keep it a little close to when maintenance is going to go up, just so they don't kind of spoil too many things. And they've done a couple of things really great. So before I jump into this, I want to mention that they actually have some pretty good information up here now. They've been announcing the scratch tickets ahead of time. So this popped up a little earlier than the actual scratch ticket went live. I'd like for these to start popping up way earlier. But when the scratch ticket popped up, I thought something that's kind of strange. A lot of these outfits came around episode 5. So I was like, oh, well, that's weird, right? Like that's not normal. And then we got a new fun scratch ticket. That's kind of cool. Some new things will pop up in here. And I don't think I can show the video because I'm pretty sure Sega North America is just as, as, I don't want to say difficult, but as strict on their content being shown as Sega JP was. So I'm not going to show this video, but this popped up. This is going to be popping out on the 24th. So this came up beforehand, enough, early enough. So you guys can check out the video. Pretty cool. Popped up on their YouTube channel. I'm glad they're starting to get these ahead of time. Before it was like they were coming up afterwards, but pretty cool outfits, nice stuff. This stuff was around, I saw around episode 5 times. So like this is an outfit of a specific type of enemy or type of character from like a blacksmith perspective. Like there was a lot of these things that showed up later. So it's some cool stuff. We finally got some more cast parts. You guys that are fiending for cast parts, some pretty dope cast parts that we get coming our way. Some cool stuff. No, not too bad, right? You guys can check all this stuff out on your own. We still don't have a ton of weapon camos. I'd like to get more, but we're getting some. We've got some emotes. Looks like headbands, headbang. Wow, I can't speak. Sortie, chair dance, and sealed and release. So not too bad. Some claw accessories for bonus rewards and so on and so forth. So we've got a new scratch coming. That's kind of cool, right? Yeah, no big deal there. Actually, I didn't notice the Smithy tattoo or the Voldragon tattoo. That's kind of cool. And the Smithy body paint / tattoo. That's pretty dope. And these Riptides, I'm sure there'll be some characters that have there'll be some female characters that'll be happy about that. Hairstyles are okay. But anyway, that's all the point of this video, right? So I'm noticing some of this stuff and I see something get posted and I'm like, well, that doesn't look right. And that causes me to open up the UQs for part 2. So it shows, June updates. And then we have, first off, Gone with the Wind and Rain is actually still here. We thought that was going to be gone. That's kind of cool. I think it actually is gone. I think it's just on the 23rd and they left it up here because it's listed here. Is it anywhere else? No, it's not. Okay. So Gone with the Wind and Rain is mostly gone at this point, right? But then there's this quest here. Virtual Planet Battle Training. And we were thinking that maybe this is like TD, Tower Defense VR. Or Tower Defense 4, maybe the naming scheme had changed a bit or something along those lines. There's, of course, a Blackened Kingdom, and then, of course, a Magatsu for the chant to cleanse the Calamity and the manifested Planet Breaker. So that's what we were thinking it was, right? And then, scroll down. I actually haven't looked at this yet. Great Menace of the Sea. This is actually kind of a meh, whatever. Mine and Defense Operations Incursions, the Blackened Kingdom. But, again, Virtual Planet Battle Training, which is interesting. So let's scroll down. We have, Magatsu. It shows Gone with the Wind and Rain, even though it's going away. But here's the weird one. Virtual Planet Battle Training. The Bureau of Intelligence has constructed a simulation in which ARC's operatives can undergo further training with their chosen weapons and environment is intended to challenge ARC's and will ensure operatives are prepared to use different modes of travel to engage their target enemies. All ARC operatives are strongly encouraged to participate in the simulation as to further their enhancement of their natural skills and abilities. So this is Tokyo. This is episode 4. I'm sorry, this is Vegas. Excuse me. This is Vegas. This is episode 4 stuff. I don't remember this EQ actually existing on JP. I guess it's a UQ here, but an EQ is what it was called on JP, Emergency Quest, as opposed to Urgent Quest. I don't remember this existing. Now, granted, I did take a break between episode 3 and episode 4 when I was playing originally, right? I played during episode 3 a bit, tried to kind of keep with it, but I didn't really grasp the game well enough. I didn't really have a good support network of people that I could talk to learn about the game at the time. Then got back into the game in episode 4. So by the time I got back into the game, we were already, at Las Vegas and Tokyo. So maybe this came around episode 3 beforehand, but I don't remember it. So any of you guys who did play around that time frame, feel free to let me know in the comments. But this is fairly interesting. So this is Vegas, and those are the phantom enemies that I was talking about from beforehand. They're supposed to essentially be nightmares, is what they're akin to, from the people of Earth. So yeah, I don't know what that means for weapon drops. I don't know what that means for unit drops. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe JP had this, maybe they didn't. Tough to say. I find it fairly difficult to think that they would come out with a new urgent quest. To be honest, it wouldn't be that difficult. This map is pretty well used. They usually just change up the lighting, they change up what's popping up on the banners, they swap out, a couple of the assets every once in a while, but this is pretty normal. I'm guessing they're going to introduce everyone to the Ride Roid, because that's something that's pretty prevalent in episode 4, which is basically just like an air bike essentially. And the sprint pads, which is something that came around in episode 4 as well, which you can see these little orbs here. Basically you walk up to it, you interact with it, and you start running really fast like this person is here. I'm assuming that's the reason for them. And again, maybe this EQ existed on JP beforehand, but I just don't remember it. So that's really interesting to me that this is popping up here. So we'll have to wait and see. This comes out, let's see, the first one will be, and I'm going to actually upload this video today. So that means there's 2 videos going up today, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. That's not going to be too often that happens. I'm actually rethinking our structure for content releases, actually. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue doing content the way I have been in the past moving forward, but we'll see. Anyway, so we have our first virtual planet battle training or whatever it is. We have that one popping up tomorrow. It looks like the first one scheduled is 10 a.m. I'm sure we'll probably have something before that, but these, of course, are in PDT. We have the Magatsu just before, excuse me, I apologize. We have Magatsu just before the servers go down. And then, of course, servers will be down for a while. And then when they come back up, we'll have our first virtual planet battle training, which I might see if I can finagle some time to run this. That way I can actually get a video recorded and uploaded of my overall impressions and kind of figure out what it is. It's tough to say what it's going to be, whether it's going to be farm or something you want to farm. It does say that it's repeatable, so it might be good for experience. It might be something that we can farm for, drops in case, you get lucky and get some drops from it, or it might be something you can farm for fodder. It just depends, right? But it's going to be tough to say what it'll be useful for. Yeah, it's 30 minutes and it's repeatable, so doesn't look like, does it mention this on Calamity if it's only repeatable 4 times? Yeah, okay. So it would tell us if it's only repeatable a certain amount of times. It looks like this is repeatable 4 times, and we knew that already. This just says repeatable, so interesting there. Other than that, really, we've got the Blackened Kingdom as it always is, repeatable. Probably decent-ish for experience. I'm not 100% sure how well that does on experience. I don't think it's that good. To be honest, I haven't personally done it just because I have no reason to do this one. I don't think it says anything in here that's really of notice. Not really. So probably nothing that really need to worry too much about. And then the Menace of the Sea, Render of Serenity. Intelligence Bureau has deployed a small unit of researchers to the floating facility on Wopal, and the team has sent an urgent request for help with a large aggressive oceanids. Multiple signals have been detected corresponding with a large influx of false spawn. Surface structures have been greatly damaged by the actions of the false spawn, and further destruction can be expected should they remain unchallenged. Operatives prepare for immediate deployment to aid the beguiled, the words are hard, researchers before reconnaissance missions is further jeopardized. I don't know if this is just fight fight Ball or Bal or excuse me, Bar Lodos, or if it's just fight a bunch of Oceanids and then fight Bar Lodos at the end, kind of similar to like the ones that you have to fight Chrome Dragon at the end and stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe decent for experience, maybe not really worth your time. We'll have to see. And then of course, mining based operations and incursions. I'm pretty sure we've had that for a while now. Let me double check before. I'm pretty sure that's mining base 3. Urgent quests. Incursion. Has incursion not been on the schedule? It has not been on the schedule, but it would have been in one of our previous ones. So let's pop back to third part. Yeah, incursion. Okay, so yeah, it's tower defense 3, so not really that big a deal. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to do this quick little video, let you guys know kind of what's going on, my thoughts, because I know some people are like, what? This is episode 4 things. What is going on here? And granted, yes, this could have existed beforehand. I'm not 100% sure. I wasn't around at that time frame, so I really can't speak to it personally. And I'm not sure what the implications are if it is totally new. What's gonna happen? Because things are gonna be a little bit weird, but we'll have to wait and see, you guys. Again, if you guys have any insight, feel free to toss it in the comments below. All that stuff is much appreciated. This is a shorter video because there's not a whole lot to talk about here today. If you ever are curious how you can find out about information, all of it is posted between here, the Phantasy Star website itself, and their YouTube page. If you want to keep up with that sort of stuff, you can follow them there. I believe it's actually, you know what, let's just go to YouTube real quick and see if we remember it. We have a bunch of people that we're subscribed to. Holy crap. Let's see, where is it? It's Phantasy Star, and bam, Phantasy Star Online to North America. And you can see that the new video is already up, went up 2 hours ago, and they post all of the scratch items here. They've been, again, pretty decent about starting to post these before they launch, so you can get an idea of what's to come. Hopefully I start getting ahead of these even more and more, but we'll have to see. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me on another one. If you have any questions, toss them in the comments. Any information, toss those in the comments as well. I'll do my best to read them. Like I always mentioned, I do keep up with Discord, so if you guys want to hop into the Discord, the link to that Discord is in the video description below. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Super helpful for the algorithm itself. I hate asking for it, but you know, it does actually remind you guys to do it, and it's helpful. I totally forgot anything else I was gonna say. I'm not gonna keep talking. Okay, bye guys.